Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Cosmos Atom. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So Bitcoin is in a correction. It is still in a technical target of $37,000, around that number. So we may still see, so this could be just a little relief rally what we're having right now. And we may get that pullback to 37K. And obviously that would see all the altcoins have a correction as well. So now we are on the daily chart on Cosmos Atom. You can see that we have this resistance trend line with 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches. So if we come up to this resistance line once again, we get rejected off of it, you're going to come back down and potentially get supported by this larger support line that we have over here. Failing that, you might as well come back to the daily 55 EMA. As you can see, we have that perfectly aligning with the support line of this little triangle that we have. And obviously that is the one of the local highs that we have. So this is a swing high. This is what you can target to come back to. So you come back to swing highs, you lose that, you target the swing lows. So what you should target, the 55 EMA on the daily chart. If we have a pullback on Bitcoin, I would expect Cosmos to do that. But to be honest with you, Cosmos is so bullish that even if it does come back there, you may see a little bounce, a little wick to this area, and then we shoot back up, okay? Because look, we barely lost the 20 EMA with this heavy Bitcoin pullback. So this is reminding me a lot of Solana when we had that pullback when it was on its way to the top. And the same thing's happening with AVAX right now. But you can see this support trend line is something that you want to keep an eye on as well. Draw this out on your chart. You can see that we have 1 touch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 touches on the support line. So a bounce off of that support line isn't totally out of the question. Okay. Next up, what did I want to show you? So we do have a target over here at $29.11. I don't think I had this target in my last video because I didn't have this fib retracement. I do apologize about that, but I did set up this target for myself, and we bounced off it pretty perfectly at $29.11. And this is the 1.272 on this little fib retracement that we have from the swing low July 20th to the swing high August 22nd. We have a pullback to 0.5, another move towards the upside, bounce off the 2.272, and we move down all the way to the 1.272. So really, it's playing out very nicely right now. Like I said, what I do expect is we either hit our head on the 40 level, or we even come back up to the previous all-time high, get rejected, and come back to the swing low, to the swing high of the previous local high. And that is still possible. What is also possible is if we end up coming back all the way to the target on this larger fib that I have, and this larger fib is from the, actually, let me just do that. That would be, I do apologize. So this larger fib is pretty much from the swing high over here, the previous swing high, which is the previous all-time high, and from this bottom of March 11th. So that gives us a target of $82. Okay, I don't expect us to come back to come up to this price before September 25th, but you can see that we may even come back to the 2.414, which is $47. Now, why did I say September 25th? Is because the infrastructure bill, we are set to get the infrastructure bill on September 25th, and that may have some bad news, and it may affect the crypto markets in a way. So that's when I think we can expect that last dip on Bitcoin before we break this high. Obviously, if you lose structural support on Bitcoin, you're looking bearish. You lose the previous swing low on Bitcoin, you're looking for that bear market. Right now, 20K for Bitcoin is just hopium, in my opinion. You're not in a bear market. You're not losing structural support. You know, you're just hitting the support levels that you need to hit in order to move up and in order to have the next leg up. So I don't know why all the bear market hopium is around right now. Obviously, you should look at both angles, but I think we're talking about 20K per Bitcoin is either you're entering a black swan event, or that's just, bear market hopium. All right, let's jump into some technical indicators. Okay, so we are on the weekly chart. I did give you all these targets of 26, 20, $24. Obviously, on the weekly chart, if we end up coming back down to the 20 EMA, which is possible, which would be healthy, you're looking at $22.5 per Atom Cosmos token. And would I like to see that? Obviously, I don't want my token to come back that low, but that's another great buying opportunity. Plus, that's around the golden ratio of this retracement wave, but it's set on the daily chart, so on the weekly it looks a bit weird. So yeah, I do expect us to come back to the 20 weekly EMA if Bitcoin loses support and we go to 35K perhaps. But I don't expect Bitcoin to go any lower than 35, to be honest with you. Maybe a quick wick to $37,000, which is the technical target. Then we have a move towards the upside. Taking a look at the RSI now, we're still in the overbought on the RSI, which I don't like personally, but we can stay in the overbought area. As you can see this from here, we were in the overbought area, and that was from January 25th to April 22nd. So that's a long time. So you can stay in the overbought for quite a while. Not saying that it's a positive thing, but this was a bit more than like pretty much 3 months, let's say. Yeah. So we entered the overbought over here, August 30th. Let me just make a bit more. So yeah, September 6th, let's say, and counting 3 months. For some reason, the Binance doesn't load up any other months. Okay, that's not a big deal, but you get what I'm saying. We may get overextended in this overbought. Looking at the MACD, we're getting overextended on the bull cross, or the bullish cross here, and this is good. This is showing us uptrend. This is showing us that we do have buying pressure. We do have volume coming into Cosmos, and I think we're looking at $100 minimum. A Cosmos, maybe not by the end of the year, but hopefully we can get there by the end of the year. You see what Solana is doing, so uh, stochastic RSI in the overbought, but like I said, you can stay in the stochastic RSI in the overbought for how long? 70 days. It was pretty much 70 days when you were over here. And before you started correcting, that was around about 50 days. So let's see over here. We just entered the overbought, and we're coming back down right now, and that's been 30 days. So what can end up happening is just like we had over here, move towards the downside, another overextension to the upside. Same thing can happen over here. Not saying it will happen, but just a potential. If we do come back down, have that massive correction, you want to buy when you're coming back down here, not a financial advice. When you're up here, you want to be selling, but I do think we still have a lot of upside potential for Cosmos. Obviously, the sensible thing would be to sell here if you're looking to take profits short term. Keyword short term, okay? Moving into the daily chart. So on the RSI, we do have a nice support level over here. So we have a double bottom over here, one bounce, two bounce, and we do have another support line crossing it horizontally over here. So two support lines. You lose this support, you're coming back down to this support, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you want to get overextended, come back down, lose this support, bounce off that one. Not saying it's going to happen, but you look for buying opportunities on these bounces of these support trend lines, okay? Looking at the MACD, we just formed a bearish cross, and we barely formed a bearish cross, to be honest with you, and we're back in a bullish cross mode on the MACD, which is great. We're resetting our stochastic RSI levels, so potentially now we have started another move towards the upside, because Cosmos has been doing very well with this dip. So if we don't even come back, as you can see, sometimes you can just come back not to the oversold over here, but rather just a bit above it, and then have that move towards the upside. Essentially, same thing we're looking at over here right now. So just dollar cost average, in my opinion. Right now, Cosmos is on a tear, and I think it's going to outperform Solana in this bull market, which, may be a bold statement, maybe it won't, but we'll see. So the 12-hour chart is showing us the RSI is doing pretty okay right now. We may end up bouncing off this resistance line over here. As you can see, we keep getting rejected from this line. So if you see the RSI on the 12-hourly chart come back up over here, this is potentially when you want to take profits, okay? Obviously, if we get above it into the overbought, that's a nice place to take profits as well. And on the 12-hourly chart, we're in the floor on the stochastic RSI. So a nice, yeah, you could dollar cost average in right now, but I think the sensible thing would be to wait because I do think Bitcoin is going to drop down. So look for the 55 EMA on the 12-hourly chart. As you can see, we bounced off perfectly off of that 55 EMA. So look for the 12-hourly EMA for support. Look for these support levels that I gave you, $27, $26, $24. But I think we're going to bounce. If we're coming back down that low, then $25, $27 perhaps is going to be your lowest point, guys. So if we break this high over here, you're bullish. If you hit your head on this resistance, you're coming back down to find support levels. So yeah, Cosmos is doing pretty good right now. Let me bring up the 100 EMA. Yeah, the 100 EMA is sitting at $25 as well. So the 100 EMA potentially may be your nice buying opportunity, the 100 EMA. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Cosmos Atom. I've been meaning to do an update on Cosmos for quite a while, just haven't had the time to do that. Obviously, you're looking at this 1.272 on this little fib that I have over here, and that's at $60. So you may even come up to that price before September 25th because you know how crypto crazy is and how volatile it is. So you may look at that at bounce. So if you get to this level, $60.22, you can sell at this order and wait for support levels to buy back in. So yeah, that's what you can do. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to catch you the next one. Goodbye and good night.